Ranked, the world's 10 strongest militaries. 10. Turkey. Budget, $18.2 billion. Active frontline personnel, 410,500. Tanks, 3,778. Total aircraft, 1,020. Submarines, 13. Turkey's armed forces are one of the largest in the eastern Mediterranean. Although lacking an aircraft carrier, only 5 countries on Credit Suisse's list have more submarines than Turkey. In addition, the country can lay claim to an impressively large tank fleet as well as numerous aircraft and attack helicopters. Turkey is also a committed member of the F-35 program. 9. United Kingdom. Budget, $60.5 billion. Active frontline personnel, 146,980. Tanks, 407. Total aircraft, 936. Submarines, 10. Advertisement. 8. Italy. Budget, $34 billion. Active frontline personnel, 320,000. Tanks, 586. Total aircraft, 760. Submarines, 6. The Italian military placed highly on Credit Suisse's report due to the country's possession of 2 active aircraft carriers. These carriers, in addition to the country's relatively large submarine and attack helicopter fleets, drastically boosted Italy's ranking. 7. South Korea. Budget, $62.3 billion. Active frontline personnel, 624,465. Tanks, 2,381. Total aircraft, 1,412. Submarines, 13. South Korea has been left with little choice but to have a large and capable military in the face of potential North Korean aggression. With those realities in mind, South Korea has a number of submarines, attack helicopters, and active personnel. The country also has numerous tanks and the 6th largest air force in the world. 6. France. Budget, $62.3 billion. Active frontline personnel, 202,761. Tanks, 423. Total aircraft, 1,264. Submarines, 10. The French military is relatively small but highly trained, professional, and capable of force projection. The country has the nearly new aircraft carrier the Charles de Gaulle, and France routinely engages in military deployments throughout Africa to help stabilize governments and fight against extremism. 5. India. Budget, $50 billion. Active frontline personnel, 1,325,000. Tanks, 6,464. Total aircraft, 1,905. Submarines, 15. India is one of the largest military powers on the planet. It has the most active manpower of any country aside from China and the US, in addition to the most tanks and aircraft of any country besides the US, China, or Russia. Advertisement. 4. Japan. Budget, $41.6 billion. Active frontline personnel, 247,173. Tanks, 678. Total aircraft, 1,613. Submarines, 16. In absolute terms, the Japanese military is relatively small. Nonetheless, the country is extremely well equipped. According to Credit Suisse, it has the fourth largest submarine fleet in the list. Japan also has 4 aircraft carriers, although these vessels are only equipped with helicopter fleets. Japan also has the 4th largest attack helicopter fleet behind China, Russia, and the US. 3. China. Budget, $216 billion. Active frontline personnel, 2,333,000. Tanks, 9,150. Total aircraft, 2,860. Submarines, 67. The Chinese military has grown rapidly in terms of both size and capability in the past few decades. In terms of raw manpower, it's the largest military in the world. It also has the 2nd largest tank fleet behind Russia and the 2nd largest submarine fleet behind the US. China has also made rapid strides in its military modernization program, now developing a range of potentially game-changing military technologies including ballistic missiles and 5th-generation aircraft. 2. Russia. Budget, $84.5 billion. Active frontline personnel, 766,055. Tanks, 15,398. Total aircraft, 3,429. Submarines, 55. The Russian armed forces are the unquestioned 2nd strongest military power in the world. Russia has the world's largest tank fleet, the 2nd largest aircraft fleet behind the US, and the 3rd largest submarine fleet behind the US and China. The Kremlin's military spending has increased by almost a third since 2008 and is expected to grow 44% more in the next 3 years. Russia has also demonstrated its ability to project force abroad with its deployment of soldiers to Syria. 1. United States. Budget, $601 billion. Active frontline personnel, 1,400,000. Tanks, 8,848. Total aircraft, 13,892. Submarines, 72. Despite sequestration and other spending cuts, the United States spends more money, $601 billion, on defense than the next 9 countries on Credit Suisse's index combined. America's biggest conventional military advantage is its fleet of 10 aircraft carriers. In comparison, India, which is constructing its 3rd carrier, has the 2nd most carriers in the world. The US also has by far the most aircraft of any country, cutting-edge technology like the Navy's new railgun, a large and well-trained human force, and that's not even counting the world's largest nuclear arsenal.